Hello and welcome to Jody Lewis Creations. I know it's been a really long time since I've filmed anything. I was gone. I told you guys I was going to be gone, and I feel like I was really clear about the rest of August and what that was going to look like. Kind of like this, not much going on, because we went on a trip and we're getting ready to go on another one. So. Today is just going to be a little bit of chatter and some playing with watercolors because I just don't have the capacity for much else. So what I have here is a set of Master's Touch watercolor paint set. These are 12 colors in these little tubes, and I've played with them very little. So I thought we would play and just play. I have to work on my design team project, and so I know that the colors that I want for my design team project are going to be yellows and browns and greens. So there's that. I want some, what else do I want? I don't know. Okay, so what I have is just a brush. This is the Fine Touch number 12. Oh my goodness, my ear is ringing so loud right now. So this is just a set of brushes I also got at Hobby Lobby. Did I say that the Master's Touch is from Hobby Lobby? I don't know if I said that or not. I have this artist palette here. And then I've got two things of water. I have some watercolor paper and just some plain copy paper. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just want to play and talk to you guys because it's been so long. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome. The returning subscribers, thank you so much. You know I appreciate you very, very much, your support and your kindness. And I feel like it's been a really long time since I have filmed anything. And really it has, because when I was opening up the app that I film in, I'm like, oh my goodness, it said August 11th was the last time I filmed. And then, oh my gosh, come out. Is it dried up? And then what is today? I don't even know what today's date is. This is Saturday, I'll tell you that. It's like 20-something. I mean, it's really been like 2 weeks since I've filmed anything. The 27th. Today's the 27th, so it's been even longer than 2 weeks. So a few things I want to say. I know that I've had a couple people tell me they cannot hear my videos very well. And I'll tell you that when I film early in the morning, I speak more quietly because of my son works second shift, and a lot of times he's asleep, and I just don't feel like it's right of me to be super loud when he is sleeping, because he doesn't get home until late, and I don't think it's fair for me to be disrespectful of him trying to sleep, because I know I get annoyed with him when he's loud and we're trying to sleep. So I do know there's a closed captioning button, and I do know that, you know, you can click on that and it'll put the words on your screen. So if you find that helpful, I do apologize that sometimes I am so quiet, but again, I have to be mindful of him. I mean, he needs his rest when he's working like he does. And honestly, he burns his candle at both ends because he's always on the go. Ooh, that's a lot of brown. So anyway, there is that. It was suggested, it was suggested that my first page I'm going to do, I'm telling you, I'm just showing you the colors because I'm talking. I just put a little dab in here. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I want to be more comfortable with my watercolors, and I just thought we would just play and see how these work. My table is a mess again. I can't imagine that, right? When isn't my table a mess? So this one, I think I'm going to wet my paper first. And I need to put a little bit of water in my palette here. I hope you guys can see. Let me try to lift you up just a little bit. Hang on. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, yeah, so me being quiet. I do apologize. I really do. But again, I have to just be really, I just feel like I expect him to be respectful of us. And so I think that courtesy, you know, requires I do the same for him. So I don't know if I wanted that much water in there, but I have been watching, there's a gal, I can't think of her name right now. Anyway, she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint, and watercolor paint. And she does like watercolor, paint let's do this side without wetting the paper first and see what happens. So you could see the grain of the paper. That's kind of cool, right? Let's add a little bit of water to that. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so updates, things that are going on. So you guys know we have a lot going on. Today's Saturday. We got back from our trip on Sunday, but I did something to my neck or I think I did it like when we were gone, honestly. Oh, I want that darker at the top. I think I did it over the weekend. I think I know what I did. But anyway, I have been like almost crippled with my neck this week. I'm like, oh my gosh, it has been so painful. And so I haven't even like been in my craft room. Like Mark and I were talking about this yesterday. I said, I've got to get some filming done. I haven't done anything, you know. You guys probably think I fell off the face of the earth. I didn't fall off the face of the earth. I'm here. I have just truly been holding down my recliner. I have a Band-Aid on my hand. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you know what that's about, but I will share with you because I think it's really important. I am an outdoorsy person, have always been outdoors. I do wear sunscreen on my face. I'm very mindful of wearing sunscreen on my face. But this early summer, I have this spot on my hand and I'm like, I don't really like this spot on my hand. And so I knew I had an appointment coming up with my PCP and I had been watching this spot and I'm like, gosh, I just really don't like this spot. It was just funky looking. It was kind of pink and kind of had like a white center almost, and it kind of would get almost like dry skin on it. I have no idea what I'm doing with the paint. Truly, I'm just playing and blabbing. So anyway, the lady I was watching Watercolor, she said to have 2 things of water, one for your like warm colors and one for your cool colors. That way you don't make mud. And you know, I have this little color wheel that I refer to. You can always look up color wheels online if you don't understand your colors. But anyway. Okay, so anyway, I have this spot on my hand and I'm like, I just don't like this. It's not healing, but it's not getting any bigger. I've been putting sunscreen on my hands this summer. But I just didn't like it. So I knew I had an appointment with my PCP. So I went to my doctor. I went to the VA and I said, I'm like this. And she says, yeah, I don't like that either. This is not what I was going to do with this page, but oh well. Anyway, she says, I don't really like that either. And so we talked about just within the VA, they have dermatology, but they'll just like send a picture so that the photo can be analyzed. They like blow it up to whatever percentage, and then the dermatologist kind of analyzes the image. And she and I were just not comfortable with that because we didn't like it. That's like way greener than I thought. I thought it was going to be a darker green. That's okay. Ooh, look how that's blending there in the middle. Anyway, and so we just didn't like it. And so she said, you know, I'm just going to send you out into, it's called Care in the Community, where they send you out to a private doctor or a regular doctor versus, I shouldn't say regular because, I mean, the doctors in the VA are regular doctors too. But anyway, so I went to dermatology on Wednesday and she froze it. She said it was precancerous and she froze it. And so I was really like, oh my gosh. So listen to yourself and like know your spots. And you guys know I'm like covered in freckles, but I've always been an outside kid. Always. I mean, we got sent outside to play all the time when we were kids. And, you know, I'm the pre-sunscreen era as a kid. And anyway, so I just think it's really important to know your body and know your spots, you know. And if something doesn't feel right, you know, talk to your doctor and make sure that you get it checked out, because, you know, if I had not listened to myself and let that go, who knows what, I mean, we know what would have happened. Let's just, you know, not even say who knows, because we know. So anyway, I'm very grateful that I trusted my instinct and listened to myself. And so anyway, it's just, I'm using it as a learning opportunity to share, you know, get your spots checked. And if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not. So yeah, I was trying to be good and leave it alone. I was being good and leaving it alone. I can't stand having a blister, right? But anyway, I was being good and leaving it alone. Well, my brother's girlfriend is having pretty much the same back issue that I'm having. And yesterday we came home and the poor girl, she was here and she was like in tears. I was like, what is wrong? And she said her back hurt. So I was trying to help her, and, you know, got her laying on the floor and was like trying to massage her leg. And I busted my freezing blister open. Luckily it didn't hurt, but I was trying to leave it alone so it could just do its thing naturally. Whoops. But she needed help, so I'm not, you know, I'm not sorry that I was trying to help her, but I am sorry that I busted the blister open, because that was not my intent. Well, I won't say what color I think this brown looks like, but it's burnt umber. I showed you guys what colors I was putting in these palettes, so I'm just gonna run a little bit of dark here. Oh, at the bottom, I don't know. Can you see? No, you can't. So anyway, yeah, if something doesn't feel right, and that's with anything, you know, if it doesn't feel right, listen to yourself. I mean, you got to trust yourself, right? You know yourself more than anybody else does, right? All right, that's my soapbox for the day. So, I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I was hoping those colors would kind of run a little bit more, and I think that they would if with more water. So let's just add some more water here. See what happens. Okay, so that's that update as far as dermatology on my little soapbox about getting yourself checked and taking care of yourself, because it's important that we take care of ourselves. See, the other thing is trips and travel. Okay, so on our travels, we went to Maumee Bay State Park. Maumee. It's in Western Ohio, and it is a fantastically done park. I mean, they've done a beautiful job. And of course, you guys know I love my butterflies, but it's like a pollinator. They've really done a really good job with providing, it's almost like a stopping point on the monarch's journey as they migrate. So it's really cool, some of the stuff. We were looking for any what you call it? Oh my gosh, Jody. Oh, you know, when they come and they spin their little whatevers and they lay their babies and cocoons. Yeah, that's the word. Ooh, good thing I'm wearing crappy clothes. I just flipped that on myself. Anyway, and oh, that's kind of fun. So, anyway, so we were looking for those. We didn't see any, but anyway, it was just a really pretty park. We rented bicycles, and I was super excited because I was able to ride the bicycle. I was so proud of myself. And, oh, I liked how that's running. I'm going to dab that up. That's a little too much brown right there. Okay. So anyway, we rode bicycles for a couple days. We rented them, and now we're actually talking about getting some because we enjoyed it so much. Ooh, that's a cool effect. So I'm going to let that dry. I'll probably come back and do more, but let it dry. Let's do a different one. The way I was going to do it, because I'm blabbing, I didn't do it. Anyway, and then our second stopping point was just kind of like off the grid. We just disconnected, turned our phones off. Well, we didn't turn our phones off. We just really didn't have a very good signal, which was really kind of cool. And then, again, that's that yellow ochre. And then, so it was just a really great time to reconnect and just be in the moment with one another and shut the world out, which we really needed. And then now that we're home again, of course, we're crazy train, and my poor husband, he's got so much he's trying to do, and with little time to do it. And I just told him finally yesterday, I said, you've got to just reduce what's on your plate, reduce the pressure that you're putting on yourself, because you're really putting a lot of stress on yourself, and we don't need, you know, that kind of stress. This one I'm going to spray with water first. And I don't have a mat down. I'm being sloppy today. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully he'll take that to heart and slow down and take some stress off of himself. I think he just really needs to chill. And poor guy's been trying to take care of me with my neck the last few days, and he was braiding my hair. I went to physical therapy yesterday, and the physical therapist, he is so funny. I just love him and his wife both. They're a riot. Anyway, and the physical therapist was making fun of me because I can hardly move my neck, and I'm super stiff in my upper body. And Anyway, so he was laughing, right? He's making fun of me. And I'm like, hey, be nice. I said, Mark's been doing my hair for me the last couple days. He goes, is that why your braid is crooked today? I'm like, hey, that's not nice. So anyway, that was kind of comical. And so yeah, that was funny. And but anyway, so that added to Mark's stress. I felt so bad, and I feel really bad, but I couldn't move. I mean, Wednesday morning at 4:22, I woke up and seriously, I almost vomited. It hurt so bad, and passed out. I mean, it was crazy. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And so he's been so sweet, like trying to do my hair and take care of me, and he's such a sweet guy. I'll keep him. Our anniversary is next week. I can't believe we've been together for 15 years, married for 14 of those 15 years. And it's kind of funny because our wedding anniversary is Tuesday, and Wednesday is our first date anniversary. So that's kind of fun. Kind of fun, but we knew right away that we were kind of attached at the hip, so from our first date, it was fun. But yeah, he's a good guy. So we were talking yesterday. You guys know we're leaving for winter, right? And so we're trying to figure out when we're leaving. And that's the really hard part, because like we don't know exactly when we're leaving. But we were trying to figure out like how much time we actually have left. And hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing, because I'm really just blabbing and not watching my camera, my phone. I don't use a camera. I use my phone to film. Anyway, and so we were like trying to figure out like how much time we actually have before we leave. So like Labor Day weekend, we have to go babysit our grandkids so that our son and his wife can go to a wedding. And normally her parents would watch the kids, but her parents are going to the wedding too. So we said we would come up. And like I had said before, it's really just an excuse for us to go visit. And so anyway, so that's later this week we leave, just for the weekend though. And then we get back, and like I had said before, for the most part, September we're home. But then we get into October, and we are going to a football game. So our two older sons are flying into Pittsburgh so we can go to a Steelers game. Our middle son won 2 tickets, and so we bought 2 tickets to go with them and just experience it, because we've always wanted to go to a game at Heinz Field, or whatever it's called now. It's not called Heinz Field anymore. And so anyway, that should be a lot of fun. We're just going to go down for the day. Like, they're staying in a hotel, and we're like, no. Just because of the expense of the hotel. I'm not loving any of these, but that's okay. I'm just playing. And you know what? If we don't love them, ooh, let's spray it with water and see what happens. Ooh, that gave it a neat effect. Okay. Okay. Kind of want that to run. I was actually going to do this with inks, but I haven't dug them out. I packed them on our trip, and I haven't unpacked even my rigid box, and I didn't even really craft on the trip. I did cut apart the cut-aparts for the digital kit that is going to be my design team project, but I haven't done anything with it. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, honestly. So I'm just playing with some colors I thought I could use maybe as pages or backgrounds or whatever. We'll see. So anyway, oh, maybe we'll do some yellow into this brown. So anyway, that's October. That's the first weekend in October. And then is my birthday that week. And then the second weekend in October, I'm going to a retreat that's only like an hour and a half away from here. So that'll be fun. Ooh, that's a cool effect. I like that. Can you guys see what that's doing in the brown? That's pretty fun. So that's the second weekend of October. And then I come home for like 2 days. And then, so I come home Sunday. Oop, that's brown. Oh, well. Come home Sunday from the retreat. I'm trying to think. Then I'm home Monday and Tuesday. Then we're going to leave again for another trip and be gone for like 5 days. Oh, that's drying really neat. just setting those on the other table. Anyway, and then we're going to be gone for like 5 days, whatever. And then we come home, and then we're going to get ready to leave for our winter trip. And what we were trying to figure out last night was when we're going to leave because we don't know. And so what do we want to do? I'm trying to look at my colors here. And I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? And really, I'm just playing. I truly am just playing. I want kind of the same color family. So let's go with, I don't know. Just pick, Jody. Just pick. Let's do some crimson red, some brilliant red, and maybe a medium yellow for a gradient. We'll see what happens. So anyways, we don't know, but there's somewhere around Kansas City. I don't know if any of you know this. If you do, please share with me. There's a ship that, I don't know, it's like in the middle of a field or something. Oops, that was a lot. It's like in the middle of a field or something. I guess the river changed course, and so the ship is sunk somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, my mother-in-law wants to go, and we want to check it out too. So we're trying to figure out how we can coordinate and Mom fly into Kansas City so we can go see that like sunken ship that's in the middle of a cornfield basically. Oh, I've never opened this one. That's in the middle of like a cornfield, I guess. And anyway, so we don't know yet when we're leaving. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, okay, I have to figure out what we're gonna pack and what we're gonna need. And my husband's like, Mark's like, will you stop stressing about it? Because there are grocery stores everywhere. We need our clothes, and you have to figure out your crafting stuff. That's not what he says. But I'm like, oh, I'm starting with dark. I'm not supposed to start with dark. That's okay. I'm going to on this one. Let's see what happens. Let's do a gradient this way. And this is, again, on dry. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a watercolor person. I'm just doing something and playing so I can just kind of give you guys the update on what's going on. So I know I had asked for input on projects to take with me this winter because I'm getting ready to, I'm either gonna set up a table in the guest bedroom or something. So I know I'm going to be taking fabric to work on a quilt, which I've started cutting paper squares. I got for the paper piecing or whatever it's called. Anyway, it's a scrappy quilt. So if I remember, I'll try to put a picture in this video so you guys can see. I found a quilt in a quilt shop over in Erie, and I really liked it a lot. And I am going to work on that this winter. Hopefully I can get it done and get it quilted because we need a quilt that actually fits the RV bed. I think I told you guys that before, but I'm not sure if I did. So let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing progress on. I'm not sure if that's something you're interested in or not, because clearly I'm not doing a quilting channel. Nor would I pretend to know enough to tell you anything about it. But I have lots of little scrap pieces and pieces that I'm never going to use for anything because I don't necessarily like the patterns or the colors. So I found this quilt in this quilt shop, and I absolutely love it, and it's perfect for using fabric that you don't necessarily love. Although my friend did tell me if I'm going to put that much work into a quilt, I probably want to use fabric that I really like, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I mean, I do, but anyway. So I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing the progress on or not. So let me know. Let's see. Oh, themes. I have, where's my notebook? I'll find it. Where is that notebook? Of all the themes I'm collecting for, so I can kind of tell you guys like what I have, but I guess I just need to choose for myself, right? And then tell you guys, and you'll see along the way. I have to work on that Christmas journal too. And I think I finally settled on my theme. So I have to start working on that. And I'm going to film it, but that cannot air until January. So it's going to be kind of an interesting, because I don't want either of them to see you know, because we're in a lot of the same groups and stuff. So if I post the videos, you know, sometimes I share the video links in groups, and I don't want either of them to see and then know what one of them are getting for Christmas. So there's that. And some of this may be repeat information that I've already told you guys before, but because it has been 2 weeks, I can't remember what I said. And Mark was laughing at me last night because I was trying to watch like some of my last video and everything, and he's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, trying to get inspiration for one thing, and I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't said. So I had filmed a video that I ended up not posting where I said a whole lot of this and that. But I didn't post the video. Well, anyway. So, I think that's it. I think that's my blabbing for today. So, I know I didn't really actually create anything, but hopefully just kind of watching this paint rattle all over the paper will be soothing for you. And you'll kind of know where I am. Like I said, I had told you guys August was going to be really hard because of our trips and what we were doing, and I am trying to clean up. Clearly I'm making more of a mess on my table. I have bits from the so I had told you I had to cut the paper squares for the quilt, which I was able to manage sitting in my recliner this week, which was great. And I have scraps, so that might be the next video I'll post, is just playing with those scraps and trying to work again with what's on the desk and make some neutral bases, so that way I've got some neutral bases to pack. So we've got some things that we can work with and pull from. Ooh, and I saw a video with a new style altered paper clip, and it's got like a hidden journaling spot, so I want to make one of those too. So maybe we'll do that in the next video. I'm going to set this aside to dry. I think I'm done playing with these for right now, and I'm going to actually think about what I need to do for the design team project. And this is kind of fun for fall. I think I'm going to put some more of this. I have this yellow left here, and I'm just going to drop some, maybe. Kind of wanted that middle one to be more of an orangey, but it didn't really take. I don't even know if I'm going to do a fall journal this year. I've done fall journals. I really like fall journals because the colors make me happy. And I do like to gratitude, you know, for Thanksgiving, for November. I really think it's important. I'm grateful every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. But anyway, okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry, get this video posted because I'm sure we're at 30 minutes now. Please don't give me a thumbs down because I really didn't create much in this video, but I really thought it was very important to share with you kind of where I am and what's going on so you understand why I'm kind of MIA right now. These are the bits, my cutoff pieces, so I think we'll come back in the next video and work with those. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below so I know where you are and what you're thinking, and help me with this packing. I do have a list here that my girlfriend helped me with because she packs crafting stuff when she goes on the road. So hopefully that will help as well. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.